Hi guys, I read the story of blind Bartimaeus and I was able to see the desperation of a needy man. One of the reasons why believers are not desperate is because they don't have a need. They have options. The Bible talks about how this man has been begging for a very long time, and probably he has heard about Jesus, that Jesus will pass that route, probably, and but he have knowledge about Jesus. So he begins to hear noises. Remember that his eyes were gone, but his ears were still working. And he asked a question, what is happening? And they told him that Jesus is passing by. And he said, which Jesus? And they said, the same man. The man that healed the sick. The man that raised the dead. The man that opens the eyes of the blind. The man that turns story into glory. And he began to scream. Because right there, he knew that if his life must change, Jesus must meet him. He knew. Remember, the Bible says it was a great multitude. It could be 1,000, it could be 10,000, but the multitude were great. And one man that is desperate for a change, desperate for a touch, just one man, in the midst of the multitude, begin to scream, Jesus, thou son of David, have mercy. Do you know why he prayed for mercy? Because he was blind. No man could help him. It was mercy. So mercy is a prayer of a desperate, needy man. Mercy. There were noise, people were shouting, people were trying to touch Jesus, people have other problems, people wanted Jesus to attend to them like right now. But the man can't see. So while he was screaming, some people came to him and said, keep quiet, he can't hear you. The crowds are much, you are making noise. The Bible says he shouted the more. They were trying to shut him down. The more they were trying to shut him down, the more he was screaming, thou son of David, have mercy, have mercy, have mercy. And Jesus, you see, that is a prayer of a desperate man. It's a prayer of mercy. And Jesus had. I don't need to ask you, how did Jesus get to hear? He's God. He hears everything. He cannot, you see, Jesus cannot look away from the prayer of mercy, from a desperate man. Mercy. He had. He said, call me that man. Just imagine multitude, crowd. And Jesus is saying, you call, bring that person to me. And he's talking to you. That is what a prayer of mercy can do. Desperate prayer of mercy. Call me that person in the midst of the multitude. So it means if you can cry a cry of mercy, Jesus can still point at you. Your case is not big. We are not desperate enough. You are not desperate enough. You are not praying the prayer of mercy. Jesus, thou Son of David, have mercy. And mercy picked him from the crowd. Mercy picked him. Mercy picked him from the crowd.